Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today I am back with another very exciting video, and that's about pre MBA networking, or as some of you might call it, the coffee chats. And stay tuned till the end of this video because I am going to share with you the email template for the outreach as well as the list of questions that I have found most effective during my conversations with the people. But before we really dive deep, let's first understand what is a coffee chat for some of you who might be coming across this concept for the first time. So, coffee chat is a conversation that you set up with someone to chat with them about their experience or their career goals, anything. And since we are talking about MBA applications here, it's usually set up with people who are current students of that school you are interested in, could be an alumni of the school or just the admission committee members, right? And you might be thinking that, hey, I know what I need to know about a certain school, so why should I even be doing this? I still encourage you all to set up some time with people and do this. Reason: first, it right helps you write customized essays for the schools that you are applying for. When you know people's experience, what they like about certain schools and what they don't, right, it helps you reflect on your experience and bridge the gaps in your application that you need to. Second, many people or the students, when you talk to them, reach out to the admission committee and just let them know that, hey, I have found this person really interesting and think that they might be a good fit for the school. So you have an endorsement from the students who are already studying there. That helps increasing your chances of getting an interview invite or an admission offer from the school, because school would always prefer someone who has made an effort to know about them rather than a random person who never done so. And lastly, it's just because you want to develop a network. Even if you're not interested in certain school, it's always good to reach out just to develop a perspective of what is out there. Now that you know why you should be doing these coffee chats, you also need to know how to have a successful one, right? Because people are busy. These people are either under a lot of pressure from their assignments or are working. So you want to make sure that if you got the 15 or 20 minutes that they have chosen to give you, that you make the most out of it and you walk away with the information that you actually needed from chatting with that person. So now let's talk about what are some of the do's and don'ts of networking. So my first one is that always send a calendar invite if they say yes to it, right? Because most of the time people don't remember due to their challenging schedules that they were supposed to have a call with you. If you send them reminders over emails or just a calendar reminder 30 minutes before the chat, that helps them make sure they attend the call with you that they have set up. Right? Second, always clearly communicate the purpose of the chat in your outreach. I see many people who just randomly send out requests and don't even mention that why they are reaching out. Anyone would not know how to respond back to you if they don't know why you are even reaching out. So be very clear about what is your purpose of the chat, right? Third, always feel free to add how you heard about them. People tend to find connections if they know that someone has referred you to them, or maybe you are from same school, same undergrad college, right? It helps them make a connection with you, and it just increases the chances of them responding to you. Fourth, before going to the actual chat, always have a list of questions ready, at least 3 to 4. Make sure that the questions you have prepared all actually help you to get the information out of the other person. And on top of it, it also makes other person feel that okay, you are coming prepared and this person knows what they want, so they feel responsible that they give you that information. And my last is just make sure to send a thank you message to the person after you are over with the call. Guys, I always encourage that be grateful to people who are doing a favor to you when they didn't need to, right? So send a thank you message for to thanking them for their time. Now that you know what are the things that you must do for a successful coffee chat, now let's actually talk about what are some of the things that you should not be doing in the networking, right? So what are some of the don'ts of networking? The very first thing, which I've mentioned before also, don't send requests, emails or LinkedIn's without mentioning why you are reaching out. Nobody accepts the request, especially in today's world where there's already so many spam outreaches from a person whom they don't know, and they don't even know why this person is reaching out. So always send a customized message in your LinkedIn requests or in your emails. Second, don't ask for more than 15 minutes. People are busy. So when you ask for more time, it's difficult for them to say yes to you, right? Also, don't ever go over time in the chat. Should you need more time with them, always check after the time you have committed that, hey, I know that we are at time. Do you mind if we go over a few minutes, or do you want me to reach out to you at a separate another time? Third, don't send the list of the questions that you need information on in the first reach out itself. It's always to send it just before the call, but sending it in the first outreach sometimes doesn't make the other person feel good. It might indicate them that you are not interested in knowing them genuinely, or just have your own selfish purpose of knowing certain things about the school or getting certain information. So don't ever do that. My fourth, you have hardly have 15 minutes with that person. Don't give them a 7 minute or 8 minute long introduction of yours. Keep it bare minimum and short. And my last thing is, don't please ask them people to share their essays and resumes. That shows that you are not actually genuine about knowing about the school or their personal experience. You have just inbuilt purpose of getting some essays. Last thing, as I promise, I also want to give you an email template that would help you have a successful outreach, and it's short and crisp, so feel free to use it. And along with that, as promised, let's talk about some of the questions that you should be asking. Here is the full list. I'm not going to go through each one of them, but feel free to use them. Ask some of the questions that enables a person to talk about their experience. If you ask very generic questions, people would have generic responses, and that would not give you anything much to enable you to write customized essays to get to know what you need. So yeah, that's all for today's video. If you found this helpful, please choose to subscribe to my channel for more such videos.